BPO Respect was set up primarily to ensure we can create a positive customer outcome for a vulnerable customer. And I'll give you a real example. About a year ago, I was involved in a case where we took a call. Our agent was relatively new to the business and dealt with the customer in the best way they could. But that process at the time was such that we pretty much closed it, vulnerable, pass it back to a client. Nothing else that process allowed us to do. Our agent, deeply upset at how not been able to help the customer. It was crying, couldn't sleep at night. Very next day, the girl comes in, can we please call this customer and help them? I said, we can't, just the process doesn't allow us to do it. And I had to really look at myself in the mirror and say, have we suddenly as a business got so caught up in a process and not actually dealing with the person, with the human? So I think that's pretty much, it gives a good idea of why there was an absolute need to change the process. BPO Respect was set up by a clinical director, actually a staff sister, who had 25 years experience in NHS. Also, one of the other co-founders is an individual that helped set up NHS 24. So first and foremost, not debt collection, not financial people. This was individuals that have been steeped in care and looking after vulnerable individuals. The second part of how it differentiates, the staff themselves have to have 3 qualifications before they are allowed to go on the phone. Those 3 qualifications is a mental health first aid course, a counselling course, and the assist course. So it actually means they're qualified health and wellbeing advisors. The third part is we're not interested in the money. Although there is a debt there, we're interested in their health and well-being. They also get a named person, so they don't jump from talking to one person to another. They get this constant, almost care package from the same individual, the same health and well-being advisor. From the first day they call, and whether we have them 6 months or 12 months, they've got the constant care and the constant named person looking after them. The recoveries and the amount of money collected from the vulnerable people has increased significantly because they weren't ready to pay at day 5 or day 10 in a collections world, but they are ready to pay after maybe 4 months or 5 months, being treated like a proper human without the construct of a process. So customer has benefited. Collections have benefits, so the client actually still ends up getting more cash back, but the client also knows that we are treating the customers fairly and in a proper manner. My business continues to load significant volumes in debt recovery month over month. We continue to grow. I know our industry grows, and I think part of the reason it grows is because we are now treating customers fairly, and it's not the way I don't think the industry would have survived if we had stuck to 10, 15, 20 years ago. So I think it's a good market to be in, and it's a market that if we all can look at ourselves in the mirror and do our job fairly, then everyone is happy.